Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Chill Gamer at it here, back at it again with another Lvaylo campaign. Chapter 3, Tsar of the Bulgars. Yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it and see what today has to offer.
Lvaylo watched suspiciously as the Bolyars bowed their heads in his presence. No matter what respect they showed him as Tsar in daylight, he knew they whispered and cursed him in the shadows. Murderer! Peasants, come. Ternovo might be the city of the Tsars, but it belonged to the Bolyars. Lvaylo knew that remaining there would be a death sentence, but he was tied to the city. The Tsarina was carrying his child, yet fatherhood would have to wait. The Emperor was undeterred by Ivan Asen's defeat. He enlisted his son-in-law.
That's a scary prospect, right? He's probably like, I gotta fend off all these nobles, and I got a kid out in the way.
Nogai was broad-shouldered and barrel-chested. He had lost an eye battling a brother in the Caucasus, a disfigurement that cost him the chance to rule as Khan of the Golden Horde. However, that was to his liking. Nogai was not a man to sit idly in a golden tent. He became the kingmaker and the real power behind the Horde, leading its warriors into battle. Mongols, Tatars, humans, warriors as numerous as blades of grass streamed across the Danube into Bulgaria. Lvaylo raced in the middle of the night to the river town of Drastar. There, he would raise an army and make his stand. In Ternovo, the Tsarina,
Not a king,
alone
but a
and its
kingmaker.
child, waited for his return.
I'd say all great kings have a kingmaker behind them, someone who stands next to them. One thing about this game I've not gotten used to. Reach the horde, reach before he's slain. So we have a 200 population limit. Okay. So I'm not going to lie to everybody. This one actually gave me a lot of trouble. This is probably attempt number 4 or 5 at this point of trying to not just getting to him, but actually continuing afterwards. So I kind of know a little bit what I'm doing here. We obviously have to hurry. It just told us we need to hurry and get to him. Yeah. This is a fun mission so far. I would say... Oof. The macro of the CPUs is ridiculous on moving the horsemen away. It's so ridiculous. And the accuracy of these archers is on another level. Surrounding these archers beforehand so that they can't manage to run away necessarily. But we're pushing the limits here. Oof, don't get stuck. Oh, no, stop it. Run. They just slowed down. Oh, are we gonna make it? Oh, we barely made it. All right. So we're just gonna run straight into the castles. We're just gonna run for the castle because defensive, right? Alright, so we're in the castle age. We have a lot of resources right now. We're gonna save as much of the cavalry as we can get our hands on. Alright, we're gonna go to Imperial Age here. Let's research our cavalry upgrades. And grab all of our remaining units. We're going to be running cavalry because that's what we've been doing for most of this, so I figure we're going to run a bunch of cavalry. So stables. We have 3 villagers. In the notes it said that we can't build more villagers, or that we cannot basically build anything outside of like military stuff. So let's get some stables going. We're just trying to build up units, right? We're gonna look at sending these guys in here. I don't know what we can really do so far.
We both wish to free our peoples. Kill the Khans who rule the Tatars and humans, and these tribes will come against the Mongols.
So what this guy just told us is what I think my plan is, right? We're 3v1. We're versing the Golden Horde, the Cumans, and the Tatars. All 3 are dangerous in their own right, but if we can manage to turn them, then we don't have to worry about them, and we can kind of build up a little bit. So that's what our goal is going to be here. So we're going to try to build up as big of an army as we can. Once we hit Imperial Age, we're going to try to push for that. We sold a bunch of our wood because there's no need for it. We're not going to run wood units at the moment. Alright. So upgrade for cavalry and faster moving cavalry. There we go. And again, we're gonna upgrade for the cavalry upgrades. We're just trying to get the best units we can get our hands on, and then we're gonna try to push. So our goal here in the notes told us that purple is what we need to look for to kill off to turn the tribes. So we should probably do that. But we're going to go for red first, I think. Cumans are, I think, more dangerous to us than the Tatars at the moment. They have a higher score, so trying to get rid of them quickly will be advantageous for us. We're kind of in a really weird position at the moment. Because we're about to lose our market and stuff, but we can't really send in units to stop them, because if we do, we're just going to waste a bunch of units. So we have a monk here. What we're doing is we're basically just going to try to convert units slowly to kind of maybe tip stuff into our favor. Or at least get them to do something for a little while. We lost our monk there. That's unfortunate. We at least have the castle. Pull these knights back further so they can't get to us. Once they come in further, we're in a pretty good position as far as castles and stuff go. Yeah, we can't build anything, so we can't build a university or a market, which is unfortunate. Use this cavalry to pull over their scouts and stuff into the range of the castle. We're in a pretty good position here. 46 units? That's not too bad. Plus what's ever in my castle right now, which puts me up pretty good. I think that puts me up to 60 plus. We just have to make it out, right? So we're gonna push out from the side gate here. Unfortunately for us, we're kind of in a really weird spot because they have a ton of units over here still. So we're gonna fight our way through a little bit. We have enough built up, right? I think we're okay for a little bit. Right, now that we've kind of cleaned them up, we're gonna run. Well, not run, but we need to go find red. We need to find red because that's who I've decided that we're gonna go after first. So let's go find red. We know where yellow and green is, so we can kind of guess where red is. We're seeing some towers and stuff, which is a good sign. I hate the AI sometimes. It just doesn't do what you want it to necessarily. Oh my gosh. All those cavalry archers are so strong. We're just running. Our goal is to hopefully either outrun them, which is very unlikely, or at least get to where we want to go. So we're just kind of running away. If we can't find red, we will go for green, but I have a pretty good feeling. Okay, never mind. We found red. So we're kind of just going to ignore what we're doing is we're ignoring everything else and going after purple, because that's what we need to do. That's 2 purple people down, 2 purple horsemen down. So we're going to try to see, hopefully they'll work with us, but if they don't, it's not too bad. Okay, so yeah, they're now allied with us.
You have shown Logai Khan who is weakest among his warriors.
Now we need to work on green. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of units, right? But we did pull all of them pretty much away from us, which is good. So we're at least not getting attacked right now. Yeah, so the kill the Nogai Khans to free the tribes is basically what our goal is, right? We're kind of pulling back because hopefully he uses castle. We're kind of outnumbered at the moment, which is unfortunate, right? We're still 2v1, which is not good, but it's better than 3v1, so. This castle's not doing what I wanted to. That's not good. We kind of need to save our units as much as possible, right? Oh, that's really lucky for us. Kuman has the rams, the siege rams, which is the fact that they're on our team now is very nice. Because if they weren't, we'd be absolutely screwed right now. Green is just sitting there. Oh gosh. So like as soon as these guys come out, Green's gonna fight. Oh no. This is just not good, right? Like so we're just gonna run. That's what I think we're gonna do. I think we should just run. Or at least just cut our losses with this. Green is just too much for us right now. There's too many horsemen. Their macro is too good, right? Like, it's too hard. The problem is that I'm not sure about the exact, like, unit speed of each individual, but the archers, the heavy cavalry archers should have a faster speed than obviously foot soldiers, but should have a slower speed than, like, say, cavalry or scout cavalry, because it is too easy in a sense to be able to kind of kite them. Not that it's a bad thing, but I think as as an AI, it's annoying to verse. So yellow and green are attacking me now that I pulled back to my base, which is okay, right? We gotta lock that gate so that we'll stop our guys from going out. I got archers attacking me, but I don't want to necessarily take my guys out there for them. There we go. We have a castle, which is really strong, so at least we have the ability to kind of hide from them a little bit. Was that trebuchets I see? Crap. We need more. We still have enough resources to kind of push for some cavalry, but we're kind of running low on gold and we can't sell resources now because we lost our TC. Yeah, that's... we're gonna need to take care of those because if that castle goes down, we're kind of in a really bad spot. We didn't get murder holes research, which is really sad. Take care of the trebuchets. So green needs to go. Green needs to die as quickly as possible. Get our villagers on them so that we can heal the castle. Because if we don't heal the castle, we're kind of in a bad spot. So with the army we got 37 units right now. We're gonna try to take care of green here. And of course, as soon as we go through the gate, they're following us. That's fun. The question is, can we outrun them? Nope. Because it's all cavalry. They're all cavalry civs, which is unfortunate, right? So there's one purple... one of the Nagi Khans right in that gate area. So we're going to go for him first. We're in a weird position here because we're getting followed by a ton of people, right? So, like, lucky for us that they're only wood walls. Otherwise, we'd be in a really bad spot. We're not getting out of this. Uh-oh. Try to push for this guy? Wait. You gotta be kidding me. We can't... Oh, it's all blocked off. That's really BS. We're just screwed. We're just straight up screwed here. Well. Crap. Oh, man. That is very depressing to watch. Well, we're in a weird predicament here. Let's research halberdiers. Halberdiers are, since they're cavalry, they're all cavalry civs. We're just gonna research halberdiers and hopefully push them back that way with the trash units. It's unfortunate. We're in a very weird situation here. Let's pull these archers into castle range. Red is attacking green, which is nice for us because it at least means that we have some level of assistance. We need to save as many cavalry as we can, though, so all of our gold needs to go into cavalry. So researching halberdiers here. We're gonna build basically as a bunch of barracks at this point, just to create a bunch of halberdiers. I think that's our best bet here. Kind of in a weird position because we got all these cavalry archers and cavalry outside of the range of like our towers. So red didn't manage to get through, unfortunately. I know we get tribute every so often. So the question is, how long will this take us? Hopefully not too long. I think if I was more efficient, I could definitely do it much more quickly. Yeah, so we need to take care of green quickly, because green is causing us a lot of problems. Alright, so there's our tribute again. One more tribute, and we have enough stone for a castle. So I think we obviously build more cavalry.
Spearmen are nothing to the riders of Nogai Khan.
He says they're nothing, right? Oh, pull back our spearmen. Alright, okay. So what we're gonna do is basically our spearmen are just fodder to kind of help clean up as much as possible, because they do so much bonus damage, but we also don't want to necessarily waste them, right? So keeping them close to the castle is important. Unfortunately, they're just so weak, right? Again, if we push for green, our goal here is just going to be pushing for the purple inside of green's base to turn, right? If we turn them, we'll be in a good position. Because then we won't have green on us anymore. We don't really have a big enough army, to be honest, which is unfortunate, right? Our army is really small. So we're not going to go the same way for when we attacked green last time because that was a dead end, which was really disappointing. I think we have enough to get through. I mean, the castle's going to cause us a lot of damage, right? Oh, just ignore them if they ignore us. They did not ignore us. There's purple. Oh, they're right in the front. Good. There's 14 units. These 14 units might be enough. Might be enough. We're gonna lose like all our units to do it, but I think we get it. Oh, just barely. We're down to 7 cavalry.
Are like blades of grass on the open steppe. Thousands may be trampled, but the horde marches on.
Yeah. Well, now you have 3 armies against you, and I think we're in a pretty good position here. Now it's just a matter of building up resources, to be honest. With a combination of using all the gold we can to make cavalry and all of the extra wooden food to make halberdiers, I think we'll be in a pretty good position. So we have enough for a castle now. The question is... yeah. So, the question is, we need to save up for the upgrade range. For obvious reasons, because right now we don't have it, and we do want that extra range. The second thing is, we do need to start building walls as well, once we have enough stone for it. But that should help us. Right now it looks like green is leading yellow on a goose chase, which is awesome. They're also about to attack yellow, which is good. I think we should probably attack with them. We're not super great on units, but we don't need to kill everyone there. We just need to kill the Nagi Khans and destroy the Nagi's Great Tent. So we only have to destroy one building, and I don't believe it's considered a castle, so I don't think we need all that. Wow, that army just disappeared. This might be a bad play. This might be a bad play, but we can't really back out of it at this point. We're trying to keep the trebuchet alive because the trebuchet will allow for the towers to go down, which is what we want. Talking to about yourself in the third person doesn't make you stronger. Just saying. But what do I know? I'm not a Khan. Or was I? That's a good question. Well, you will not find the answer out for some time. So yeah, they got castles and towers placed all over the place, but it looks like they're sparse enough to where we can kind of just bypass them as long as we don't have to worry too much about their army. The problem is getting past their army, right? We need red to kind of do some work for us. We can make 5 units every time, or 10. We can make 10 of the cavalry every time we get a tribute, and then we can make 11 halberdiers. So we're kind of in a weird. If we could get rid of some of this wood, it would be really nice, but we can't. It's just these missions, although they can be very fun, this one was very hectic for me. I kind of felt, like I said, I tried like 4 times to even get to this point. I never even got to this point in the early attempts, because it took so much because of how fast they bombard you. It's just, your APM needs to be pretty good. And to top it off, my ability to maintain units is trash for this mission. If I redid this mission a couple more times, I think I could do it better. If I did it at least one more time, I could do it better. Which, at some point, we may do hard of all missions. So that will be a treat in and of itself, but we will be doing a lot more research. The majority of these missions I go through with no research, blind, and see kind of how it turns out. I have learned slowly but surely that you can actually read a lot of the information in the little scout report they give you. So, yeah. So we got rid of a couple cavalry there so that we could get the upgrade for the range increase and the damage increase. Let's see. We really need to wall off here, so let's wall. We're just gonna basically wall right here. We're also gonna make room for a gate, so removing 4, because it's a waste of stone. Once we get this wall up and running and we get the new gate up and running, that's kind of a bad spot, so we're actually going to remove that other wall and we're going to redo that. Put the gate back where it was. We're building up slowly. It's unfortunate that we take so long to build up. Like, I was kind of going off on the tangent about how hard, or doing it again, I definitely would do it a little differently and build up a lot harder before I pushed. As far as speed goes, right, I would obviously know to attack 2 different areas on the gate for green, and to get rid of the 2 Nagi cons, which would be helpful. And then red, obviously red first is important. Let's repair these buildings since we have excess wood for no reason other than when we have it. Oh, we got a onager there. We need to take care of that. Grab a couple of cavalry and take care of that onager. We're gonna put up we gotta put up some sort of defense over there. Alright, now that we got that cavalry taking out that onager, let's get rid of this debris sitting around. We're gonna get the other range upgrade because that's important. More cavalry. We're gonna build a watchtower over here just because we need something to defend us. And that's all we really have the stone for. And I don't, not that we couldn't set up for, what do you call it, another castle. I don't think we'll have the time. Well, not that we will have the time, but we won't. I don't want to spend the time, right? Because we're not getting that much. It's like 100 per. Oh, so I'm a moron, kind of, and just noticed that we have some farms over here with a mill, which means I could have been converting that wood into food this entire time, even without a market. Alright, so we have, I think we have a large enough army. I think if red pushes, we push with red. Or at least while red has yellow distracted. Let's see. We should make sure we maximize our troops. Because there's nothing worse than not having enough troops. I mean, there's a whole thing of wasting time and having too many troops. And then you're wasting a little bit of time. But it's probably tripled or doubled the waste of time if we don't have enough troops at this point. And we're about ready to attack. I mean, we're pretty much at the maximum, I think. Looks like red is getting overpowered by yellow at the moment on the map. So it might be risky. But if we make a beeline for the tent, I think we'll be okay. We have a decent chunk of units. 81 total units. Oh, away from the castle, my dudes. That's dangerous. So yeah, there's only 2 towers and not even a castle, which is good. We're gonna have our cavalry kind of take care of the towers, while our halberdiers kind of take care of any units that come our way, and then, well, except for that monk, kill the monk. That range is pretty ridiculous. There's the Nagi Khans, they're all gone. Just taking care of this tent. We just want this tent to die. There we go. Tent's down. That should be the last thing, unless there's another objective I'm unaware of.
It has been an honor to fight a strong enemy. Go now, Tsar of the Bulgars. Your throne has been taken by traitors.
Wait a minute, wasn't he just insulting us earlier?
A lone rider approached Draster and called for the Tsar. Lvaylo wondered, was this a messenger of the one-eyed Khan offering peace? But as the Tsar raised himself against the battlements, he could see the horseman was a Bulgarian. What word did he bring from Ternova? Did he come to tell Lvaylo of the birth of his child? No, the rider bore a message which chilled Lvaylo and the survivors of the siege. Tsar, the horseman began, your men in Ternova are dead, murdered by the Bolyars who have opened the gates to Ivan Asen. Ivan has taken the Tsarina and your newborn child and delivered them as prisoners to the Emperor.
Oh, snap. I'd destroy that man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was chapter 3 of the Lvaylo campaign. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Chill Gamer, and as always, I look forward to seeing you for chapter 4 next time.